Hey guys, Shane here. We're here on the Sunshine Coast. Been here for just over a week now, and we're staying at the Alex Beach Tourist Park at Alexandra Headlands. It's only about 200 metres from the beach. You're only a couple of hundred metres from two of the surf clubs. Really easy to access everything. Great little park. Huge sites, as you can see. Plenty of room to get in. The owners have been fantastic facilitating us with a no end date style stay. They're just happy to work with you, and the facilities have been great. So today I wanted to run through a few things that we've got on our van, some features we use, what our van actually is, what we tow with, and a couple of things like that. So come on over and we'll have a look. So this is our van, 2017 Majestic Night. We purchased this secondhand, so we didn't build this van. We had a budget at the time. Building vans at the time was also extremely hard and extremely long. So we bought a secondhand van. Really loving it. So I don't have any qualms about buying secondhand. Get out there, have a look around, make sure you do all your right inspections, and you shouldn't have any issues. First of all, so cover. I always cover my A-frame. It makes a big difference to wear and tear on all your 12-pin plugs, all your Enison plugs, anything electric, and it just keeps your gas bubbles and all that out of the way. Everything stops rusting, It even keeps it out of the sea breeze, I found. What do we tow with? Under here, we run the DO35 Cruisemaster. This has been a great hitch. I went on recommendations from quite a few people around the place. Really easy to hook on, hook off, line up with your reverse camera and things like that. Just keep things secure. I run the DO35 hitch pin. Simple little lock on the bottom, has a little cover. You can buy it all as a package. These range from anywhere from around the 300 mark just for the hitch, and then you sort of can build a package up from there, and it can go up into the 500s with everything. So that's your hitch pin, your locks, all that sort of stuff. We run a trailer mate, which has been a great little system for us. I am researching other systems at the moment though, so put recommendations out there for us in the comments and that below, because I'd like to have a system that I don't have to remove. And I know some people run the trailer mate 24/7 hooked up. I don't trust the hydraulic system, so I would prefer something mechanical. So if you've got something out there or got a solution, let me know, and I'd be really keen to find out. All right, let's go into a bit of storage. I like fishing anywhere I can. Any body of water I can throw a line into, I'm there. So I needed something to store my rods in, and this is my solution. I'll go into what this is a bit later on and where I bought it from, and things like that too. But this can store rods. It's just a simple Velcro. So here you can store rods. If you've got brooms, mops, anything that can fit in there. These are just two separate pads as well, so you can have them closer together, further apart, more of them all over the place. I think it's a great solution. You can also use them in your car or wherever you want. Again, I'll go into more detail on that and a few little tips and tricks, and how it's a little bit custom, so how I made it and that sort of stuff. We'll pop on round to the awning area. Up here, this is probably our most used tip, I guess you'd call it. This is our clothesline. Requires an anti-flap kit to run this. I never run without an anti-flap kit. First thing I do when I put up my awning, anti-flap kit, don't have to worry about it, peace of mind, done. The clothesline is a 3-line system that I've put together, and it just slots into the rails, and I've also made it adjustable here with these. So essentially, put something heavier on there, want to bring your clothesline up, down, it easily also slides along the track, up and down. So if you want to get it out of the rain a bit, as we did the other day, slide it up and you're a bit out of the rain. Another thing I always carry around with us, my bike. It's just a simple second-hand foldable bike. Easy to run down the shops. Need to grab yourself beers, snacks, bread, milk, run down. That actually goes in the back of the car. So it folds up, straps down to my drawer system in the back of the car, and it's just simple. Huge tip for caravan parks out there with bad video reception. When we got here, we asked the owners which direction, and he actually said to us, we've got a cable. So they've run a cable for each side, and it goes all the way around to the other side of the van, If you don't have a connection on the outside of your van, I've spoken to a lot of guys around the place, they're just ducking them through the window or running it to the outside TV. Brilliant idea, no issues with reception. So that's great. Come on round the back, watch the cable. Wheel locks. I've seen a few questions actually online about how you store your wheel locks. This is how I store mine. If you've got a spare on the back, whack it on. Always make sure it's tight and locked. And I've never had any issues. I travelled around for about 6 weeks, and then I saw this on the road, and I thought that's a brilliant idea. So that's where I've stored it ever since. Usually it's off and on the van straight away. That's usually where I'll chain my bike to and things. Our van didn't come with a reverse camera, so my old man and I built this little bracket that mounts to the back here. So I run that all the way down to the front, and then I can plug it in during my trips, run a head unit in the 200 series, which is going to allow me to switch between reverse camera while I'm driving and when I'm reversing. I'll do a bit more of a video on that system later on because it's not quite set and ready to go. It needs a few custom switches, and I'll go into a bit more on that. What else have we got? I always run a water filter. This one here is from Pure Water Systems. They're down on the Gold Coast, Queensland. You can buy them anywhere, really. This filters all the water in. This, from memory, was around $200, and then you pay for a filter each year. They'll call you up, tell you it's ready for a service. If you're not in the area, they'll mail it to wherever you need to. It's a simple unscrew it, replace the filter, flush it out a bit, and you're good to go. Okay, guys, one thing I did forget to mention before, when we purchased this van, it was fully set up as a self-contained RV. So we have two 95-litre water tanks up the front, which actually works really well for us too, because I can put weight on the front when I need to by filling up tanks, removing water, things like that along the way when I'm not free camping. When we are, we can fill both tanks, and we're still under our weights there. Grey water tank in the back. We run two 120 watt solar panels on the roof, 205 amp hour batteries mounted underneath, and just a fairly simple battery monitor system there. So far it's worked for us. We got stuck recently. You might have all seen the huge storms in Bribey Island before Christmas. We got stuck there, lost power for over 24 hours. No issues, just doing everything we normally do, watching TV, had the fans running, all that sort of stuff. So no problems yet, but we will test it out more when we get out and do a bit more free camping on long stays, and we'll start to work out how it works for us, and if we need to change it, we'll work on it from there. All right, guys, we'll head on inside, and Amanda will run you through some of that.
Hey guys, welcome to our little home. So I'll just give you a quick rundown of everything that we've got in the van. So one of the big things that a few people have been asking us is to show you what our storage is and what our closet space and everything is. So one of the things that we really love about it is just the amount of storage that we've got. So we're really lucky with buying this van that it actually comes with awesome storage. So over here we've got our closets. So you get a decent space in there. We're actually literally dropping this van off tomorrow to get some modifications done, which include getting our shelves and everything done. So we'll be getting those in. You've got drawers down here as well, all across the top here. We use this as part of our closet space as well. And we also have under here a ridiculous amount of storage. We don't store any batteries or anything in here. So this whole space is under bed storage. So we've got a lot of stuff under there as well. That's where our winter clothes and everything go. We have some little cupboards in here as well, just the little corner ones for just the few odds and ends that we need. And then we come through into the kitchen, and there is a ridiculous amount of storage in this kitchen. It is awesome. So we have like all of stuff up in here, like all our plates and everything, cups, sorry. Got the same across the other side as well. This is actually where our monitoring panel and everything is, and our air fryer. God, I love this thing so much. So obviously, yes, we have like a full oven and grill and everything here. Plenty of storage along here. We do have the microwave, which is pretty damn handy, if I'll be honest. And in here, so we use part of this as our pantry, these two cupboards here. This one here is actually all my medication. So it's a good space for it. And then that's just more storage as well. We also have under here, under the couches, we actually have storage as well. Again, we don't actually have any battery or systems or anything under there, so that's full storage the length of those couches as well. So, and probably the best thing about this is we actually have pantries as well. Okay, so we have full pull-out pantries, top and bottom. So there, and then we also have this little one here, which is for all our sauces and spices and everything as well, which is really handy. So it is only the two of us, so it works pretty well for us. So we obviously have our full-size fridge and freezer there, or full-size for a caravan. Shane's going to show you a little thing on that in a minute, which helps keep it nice and cold for us. And then if we make our way into the bathroom, hi Shane. So we've got a couple of little things that we've done here that have made life just a bit easier for us, which I'm sure you guys would love. So I can't believe how many caravans don't come with a toilet roll holder. It's just crazy. So this is actually just a little suction one from Bunnings. I think it was like 20 bucks or 30 bucks or something like that. So we've got that, which is just big help. Okay, now we'll have to kind of squeeze in here so you can see it. So what we've got in here is we actually have like a soap dispenser. So it's got our conditioner, shampoo, and our shower gel. They're from Bunnings as well, and I think it was about $50 odd. So that's a great thing to have in the shower. Saves you putting bottles and everything everywhere. So another thing is in the bathroom, we use a lot of stuff from Kmart. We get a lot of storage containers and everything from there. So we actually use just one of these down here, and that's actually our little washing basket, basically for all our dirty laundry, which comes in handy. So in this side here as well, come and see if you can see it. So we've just got a little top loader washing machine as well. I think it's about 2.5, 3 kilos, and it does a pretty awesome job. As I said, it's just the two of us, so we can usually get sort of 2 to 3 days worth of clothes in just one load. So that's really handy for us being on the road. So, and I think that's generally most of the little bits and pieces. I'm going to hand you back to Shane, and he's going to show you some of the techie stuff that I have no idea about.
Hey guys, I'll run you through a couple other things. Sorry if you hear a few noise in the background. We're cooking with the air fryer inside tonight because, as you can see, it's raining outside, and I already put the awning in. So anyway, this is the RV Media 32-inch smart TV. So I wanted a smart TV when we travel around so we can get Netflix and things like that. I don't have to carry any extra devices like Apple TVs or anything like that at all. This connects to the Wi-Fi in the van, which I'll talk about in a second. Biggest tip with this, and I struggled at the start, thought the interface was really clunky, just couldn't understand what was going on using the remote. And I did a bit of research online and found the easiest way to use this TV, wireless mouse. As soon as you go into smart options, just get yourself a cheap, that's just a Lenovo wireless mouse, plug into the USB. The wireless mouse interface is just flawless, and that's how it's meant to be used. So essentially, the thing I was having the issues with was the controller just wasn't built to go into Netflix and go up and down and through the menus the way that a mouse is. Essentially, think of this as a tablet, and that's how you use a mouse, and use it just like a normal computer. Heaps easier. Anyway, I'll move on to internet. So I know a lot of people are running things like Selfie Go, very simple interface, very good device, absolutely nothing wrong with it. Me personally, I wanted to run something that I could run a MIMO antenna on the roof with. I'll go into MIMO a bit more later on. It's a fairly new technology, and especially in caravans. So that's something I'll go into later on once we actually get it installed. But I wanted a router that could do that. So I went with just a basic Optus home router. So this is it here. So just a Huawei. It works fine for what we've been using at the moment. Once we get out back, I'm sure I'll probably run into a bit less reception, and that's where my next antenna solution will come in. We're running that on an Optus home plan, 500 gig, gives us plenty of data for everything we want to do and work on the road at the same time. From memory, it's around $80 a month, but it is a home plan, and they lock the SIM to that style of modem, so you can actually only run that modem. I tried it in a different modem and it didn't work as well. Haven't tried a Selfie Go, So it'd be interesting to know if anyone's running that. From there, once the antenna's installed, like I said, I'll run into a bit more of that. I'll show you a couple other options that we've put into the van. I've seen a few people mention, there's been a few videos out lately about keys, where do you put your keys, having huge bunches of keys, and it was an issue I had as well. And our van came with a tiny little area in here that wasn't really doing much, so I built myself this key rack. Hang all my keys up, put my tags on, no worries at all. Nothing comes off while I'm moving around, obviously, nice and secure, and it's out of the way for anyone to see. I didn't want to put it anywhere near the door or anything like that. It's just putting things away is always a good idea wherever you go. Not saying parks are not secure in that, but it's just what I like to do. I'll move on to the fridge section and what I've installed to get our fridge to run just that little bit better. So we come over here. All right, so what I went with was the Karls Kool Rv fan system. It was just simple to use. You could go to JCar, probably make something yourself, but he's already done the work for you. You buy the system, really good support. You call him anytime, he'll answer any questions you've got with the install. I went for the external system, so I've actually got our gauge and everything up above the fridge that tells us how hot it is inside. At the moment, you'll see it's quite hot. We've emptied the fridge because we're just about to get some work done. So this will tell me it kicks in around 7 degrees and then turns off around, I think I've set it to about 2 degrees, and that works really well. And it helps to keep the fins in the back of the fridge defrosted a lot of the time. Have a look inside the fridge. It's a fairly simple install. Run your cable where you want it, and that's essentially how it's set up for the Thetford. Now, the Thetford was recommended to run the fan on the right side, but I believe with domestics and things like that, you can run on the left side. Again, Karls Kool Rv came back with that information, and essentially that's where I mounted it, and now it works perfectly. I was getting some frost to start off with, and now I don't get anything. So that's that system there. If you do want to see anything else, ask any questions about what we run, just send us a comment, send us a message, and we'll try and include it in the next video. Cheers, guys. Anyway, we'll move on.